The door slammed so hard it shook the walls. Zara didn't move at first. The sting on her cheek burned, but it wasn't the slap that froze her. It was the words, "Get out of my house. You're a burden, not my daughter." Rain poured heavily as the gates locked behind her, cutting her off like she had never existed. For years, she had been the invisible backbone of the Adeyemi empire, the one who stayed up fixing tax fraud risks, the one who secretly negotiated deals under her brother Tunde's name, the one who made sure everything never collapsed. And now, they threw her away like trash. Zara laughed softly, her voice breaking. "So this is what I get." She walked with no direction, soaked, shivering, her strength fading with every step. Her phone had died hours ago. No friends, no home, nothing. Finally, she collapsed onto a lonely park bench, her body too weak to keep going. "Don't sleep, don't," she whispered. Footsteps approached slowly, firm, controlled. A shadow stopped in front of her. "Zara?" Her eyes struggled open. A tall man stood over her, dressed in black, his presence heavy, commanding. She squinted. "Do I know you?" He crouched slightly, studying her face like he had been searching for it for years. "You saved me once," he said quietly. Her brows furrowed. "I did?" A faint smile crossed his lips. "In London," he said, "you gave a stranger a reason to live." Her breath caught. "Jay," he nodded slowly. "And now," he whispered, "I've come to return the favor. If this hooked you already, make sure you like and subscribe, because what's coming next will shock you." He carried her like she mattered. Zara barely had the strength to resist. I don't understand. Why me?" "Because you never asked who I was," he replied calmly. "You just helped." The car door opened instantly as they approached. Two men bowed. "Chairman." Zara's weak eyes widened. "Chairman?" Inside, warmth embraced her. A blanket, a warm drink pressed into her hands. "Drink," he said softly. She obeyed without thinking. Silence filled the car until she finally whispered, "Who are you now?" He leaned back, his eyes calm but dangerous. "Kang Jun-ho." Her breath hitched slightly. "And what does that mean?" "It means," he said, his voice lowering, "your family just made the worst mistake of their lives." Zara blinked slowly. "My family already destroyed me," she whispered. He leaned forward slightly. "No," he corrected. "They exposed themselves." Her fingers tightened around the cup. "You don't know them," she said weakly. "They'll blame everything on me." Junho's lips curved slightly. "Good," she frowned. "Good?" "Yes," he said calmly, "because now they have no idea who they're dealing with." She stared at him. "What are you going to do?" He didn't hesitate. "I'm not doing anything," he said. A pause. "I'm giving you the power to do everything." 5 days later, Zara stood in front of a mirror she didn't recognize. The girl staring back wasn't broken. She looked dangerous. The ruby-red gown hugged her frame perfectly. Her hair fell smoothly, her posture confident. "Turn," the stylist said. Zara obeyed silently. "Perfect." Junho's voice came from behind. "It suits you." She didn't turn immediately. "This isn't me," she whispered. "Yes, it is," he replied. "This is who you were before they convinced you otherwise." Her throat tightened. "They didn't convince me," she said softly. "They used me. And now," he said, stepping closer, "you'll use the truth." She finally turned to face him. "Why are you helping me this much?" His gaze locked onto hers. "Because you saved me when I had nothing," he said. "And I don't forget debts." A staff member rushed in. "Sir, the live press conference is about to begin." Zara's heart skipped. "Press conference?" Junho nodded. "Your father is announcing a new investment to distract from the financial cracks." Her eyes narrowed. "They're pretending nothing happened." "Exactly." He handed her a tablet. "Watch." The screen lit up. Her father stood proudly. Tunde beside him, smiling confidently. Zara's jaw tightened. "They look fine," she muttered. Junho's voice dropped slightly. "Today marks a new chapter," her father announced confidently on screen. Zara felt her stomach twist. "Same lies," she whispered. Then, the doors behind him opened abruptly. Men in dark suits walked in, calm and controlled. The room shifted instantly. What is this? Her father snapped. Continue, one man said coldly. Tunde stepped forward angrily. Security. No one is coming, the man replied. Zara's heart began to race. What's happening? She asked. Junho folded his arms. The truth, he said simply. Screens behind the stage flickered. Documents appeared. Illegal accounts, hidden funds, fraud trails. Zara covered her mouth. They're exposing everything. Her father's voice cracked. This is false. It's signed, the man replied calmly. Tunde stepped back slowly. Dad, this is bad. Zara's breathing became uneven. They're finished. Junho glanced at her. Not yet. She looked at him. What do you mean? He handed her an earpiece. Now comes the part they'll never recover from. Her hands trembled. I can't. Yes, you can, he said firmly. She closed her eyes. The rain, the slap, the words. Her expression changed, slowly. She put the earpiece in, her voice cut through the chaos. I can... Silence fell instantly. Her father froze. Tunde turned sharply. Zara? Her grip tightened. You said I was nothing, she said, her voice steady now. Just a burden. Her father's voice shook. Where are you? Watching, she replied. Tunde scoffed angrily. You think this is a game? She let out a cold laugh. No, she said. This is balance. Junho watched quietly. Zara was no longer shaking. You built everything on my work, she continued, then threw me away when it got risky. Her father's voice cracked. We were protecting the family. By destroying me, she snapped. Silence. You needed me, she added, calmer now. Tunde's face paled. And now, she said softly, you don't have me. The screen's updated, stocks crashing, accounts frozen. Tunde staggered back. What did you do? Zara inhaled deeply. I stopped saving you. Junho smiled faintly. That's it, he murmured. The broadcast ended in chaos. Zara removed the earpiece slowly, her hands no longer trembling. How do you feel? Junho asked. She exhaled. Free. He nodded once. Good. She turned to him. Is it over? He tilted his head slightly. That depends. Do you want it to be? She thought about everything. The years of silence, the disrespect, the betrayal. Her jaw tightened. No. A faint smile appeared on his lips. I expected that. He handed her a document. She looked down. Ownership transfer. Her breath caught. To me? You ran it anyway, he said. Now you own it. Tears filled her eyes, but she didn't let them fall. This is too much. No, he said firmly. This is yours. Days later. She walked into the company building. Heads turned instantly. Whispers filled the air. That's her. She's back. No, someone whispered. She's in charge. The boardroom doors opened. Her father looked broken. Tunde silent. Zara walked in slowly. She didn't rush. She sat at the head. Her father swallowed. Zara. She looked straight at him, cold. Mr. Adeyemi, she corrected. Silence. You taught me something, she said calmly. Never stay where you're not valued. She slid the papers forward. You're both removed. Tunde slammed the table. You can't. I already did. Security stepped in. Her father's voice trembled. Please. Zara stood. No. She turned and walked out. Not broken, not rejected, but powerful. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, comment your favorite moment, and subscribe for more powerful Afro-Korean drama stories like this.